Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Mandem. Your boy Marty, aka Akwesi, aka Quace, aka Mana, and I'm joined by my boy.
It's your boy JB, aka John B, and welcome back to another video. To my right, we got four special guests today, and to my right, we got Coach Cyril. He's the OLU 15 Boys Academy coach. To my left, we got Moza FF, the man himself, the NPC director.
General.
And then to my other left, if you don't know who this is, then I really don't know what to tell you.
Zero ball knowledge.
This is one of the greats right here, Mr. Sidney Govou. Welcome. And then we also got Mr. Joel Frechette. He's the technical director of the OL girls team. And the one and only. Welcome, guys. And also a big shout out to NPCFF for allowing this to happen. And let's get right into the video. Obviously, you guys know the Euros is going on right now. I just have a quick question. Who do you guys think is winning the Euros?
Euros, I have France.
Sorry?
Who's winning the Euros? Can I get you?
France.
France?
France.
France.
Of course.
And
That's
then
for the win.
the two finalists, who do you think is gonna
Runner up.
the runner up?
I
Basically,
think I got France in the final, either Germany or Spain.
Germany or Spain.
Spain today because you.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, you change, no?
You assess.
And coach,
Germany.
Germany.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Germany.
Germany.
Me too, Germany.
That's
I
a
think.
good shout. They look pretty good.
Yeah, Germany and Spain are look at my favorite. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No,
Careful
France got the team. That I won't
They have
lie.
the
They
team.
got the team, but you just never know. It's a big tournament. Last game they should have won by a lot of goals, but
It's the warm up.
one more game.
Warm up.
It's the warm up.
No Mbappe in this game.
No, he got the mask.
It's the mask.
He got
He
the
hit the
mask.
Yeah, Ninja Turtle.
Blue, white, red. Sorry.
Obviously, these guys came from the OL, OL team, the academy, the city, and all that. And I got a quick question for everybody. What is it like, growing up in that culture for in Lyon? What is it like the culture in Lyon?
I think coach, de la culture.
I don't know because I'm not from Lyon.
Oh,
I'm not near Lyon.
Oh.
Not really Lyon.
where are you
But
from?
we have to ask.
I think Cyril is a Lyonnese, and me, I come from a small village near to Lyon. But we can tell all of us we're leaving the Academy of Lyon because it's very important to say when you are in the Academy, you are living the same life. And it's important to say that we have values, four values, respect, humility, excellence, and engagement. So it's not nothing. You live it. If someone comes in the academy, you can easily see that everybody needs to say hello, thank you, and au revoir. So and goodbye. So
No,
Yes, of course.
we know hello, goodbye,
This is basic, basic.
the little stuff. But yeah. Also, a question for Sydney. Obviously you played for Lyon. I said, what is it like the day when they told you were gonna sign a contract? What is that feeling like?
I was really happy. Like my family, like your kids who signed his first contract in professional for sure.
Right.
It's something I never imagined in my life. Because when I was young, I don't think I can play football player, become a great football player. Because it's not in my imagination. I was at school. I was like a boy, normally boy,
Oh boy.
And when I was 18, after my
High school
high
diploma.
school, I came in Lyon, and after I work, and 2 years after, I will contract my new contract, professional contract. So it's life.
Impressive.
It's life.
You were just living.
Yes, I was just love it. I work too.
You
I
work
work
too.
too. First I work too, and after I work again to
Right.
become that I was today.
Right.
That I am today. So
So for you would say hard work is over
hard
talent.
work, of course, and I have a lot of chance to was in Lyon too, because Lyon is one of the great
Right.
academy in France, in Europe.
Europe.
In Europe.
Yeah, in Europe.
So for me, it's a big chance to be there with all the coach, all the people, all the
Right.
values too, because
Right.
I respect these values.
Yes.
Right.
So what would you say? Right place, right time. Bon place, bon moment.
Not always that. Right place, right time.
Right time.
But I have to work to
Plus the hard work.
to be there.
Yep.
And to continue to be there, because you can be there one time, 2
That's
years, 3 years.
That's very
after,
important.
yeah.
So once you get in, you got to maintain. Nothing is guaranteed after that.
Right. And you played for how many seasons did you play for Lyon?
In professional, 10.
10 years.
10.
And
10.
and you
But,
won like 7 titles, right?
7
Yes. Sometimes.
in a row, 7 straight,
Straight?
Yes, of course, right.
Yeah, 7 titles in a row.
Wow.
Yeah.
7 straight.
Does it get like boring like every year, like, you know?
Bro, never,
Never-
to win, never.
Me, I'll never get bored of winning.
No, I like to win, but it's
Okay, me
like
too.
Okay.
it's like okay, hold on. It's like Man City right now, right? Like Manchester City. Like for me, I see them win every year. I'm like,
That is the most difficult.
See, that's you're not a City fan.
yeah, that's true.
That
That's
is
true.
the most difficult to win every year, after every year, because when you start a new season, everything is recommence à zéro.
Everything starts back at zero. Yeah, the clock starts back over.
You have to work again and again and again.
Again.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, United fan, we always win, so I wasn't tired of it.
United n'a pas gagné, ça fait des années.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's okay. We have our legacy. That's it.
Coach Joe, question for you. You know, obviously you work with some of like the great players that we know today, like someone like Benzema, you know, Ben Alpha and stuff like that. What is it like, you know, working with them? Like,
So it's hard to tell that because we are only coaches in the academy. I didn't form Benzema. I didn't form Ben Arfa. I
Right.
was a coach
Right.
during his following path to the high level.
Right.
And Cyril was with me in the pre-formation. He's a legend for the academy because he stayed how many years in the academy? 32 years.
32
You
years.
Imagine that.
He's been there older than you guys have been alive.
He knows all the generations.
Right.
But that's where the values are here. He's so humble, but I can tell you, he's the best, more than me. And
Right.
in this story, we had famous coaches like this, because in formation, you don't need to be famous. You form players,
Right.
and you don't want to be at the top of,
yeah.
players. They go to a high level, they go on TV, but formators, if I tell you the name of the most famous formator in France, José Brossa, you don't know him.
No.
But he's as famous as the best coach in the world, because he formed during 25 years in the academy. So that's why we have values. We try to stay together, to coach, and to exchange, and to form players, because it was Benzema. You told me about Benzema and Ben Arfa, but we had Umtiti. We had the three, Cyril, you can tell me, the three
Players
champion,
World Cup.
champions.
Tolisso, Fekir, Umtiti.
Tolisso, Fekir, and Umtiti were in Lyon, formed in Lyon. We won the 2018
World Cup.
World Cup. So
That's
impressive.
That's crazy.
Do you guys do the players come back and tell you all the time? Do they?
Cyril, yes. They always come back. I don't joke. Huh? Benzema came last time after his Ballon d'Or. He came, and the first one that he wanted to go to meet, it was Cyril, because I don't.
This guy's a famous guy.
Yeah.
We need to stay humble,
I'm not
because we never know how many players will go to the high level.
right.
But we know that we have sometime a famous player, very young. The last one is Ryan Cherky.
Yeah.
But
Cherky is
but sometimes we don't. We need to form more players.
There's also a kid that, you know, when I was at Lyon, he was at I went to Lyon to go on a little trial or whatever. There was a player, Bradley Barcola, I think that's his name.
You saw him?
Yeah, and Yeah, it's crazy like how, I saw him, a couple of times. Like
Yeah.
I think he was training with the first team right
Mhm.
at the time. And he's a crazy player. Like now he's like one of like the best in the French team, obviously playing for the Euros right now. And what was
France.
it like also like, I don't know if you work with him or not, but like, what is it like seeing
You
players
can
like that growing to like the French team? Like how does that make you like feel?
you can ask a story from Cyril because he knows him very well
He knows him
because he
very well.
had him.
En fait, là où il a peut-être réussi, c'est parce que c'est un joueur qu'on n'attendait pas forcément.
You say where he, where he really succeeded was it wasn't necessarily expected out of him, right? You had all the other names.
Et maintenant, sa capacité, c'est de faire des différences pour l'équipe.
And his ability is to make the difference for the team.
Par exemple, cette année, il s'est mis au service de Mbappé.
And this year, he's working basically serving
Right.
like along with Mbappe, whatever Mbappe needs. in
Et
terms of-
c'est là qu'il a rayonné dans sa capacité d'éliminer, mais surtout de donner des bons ballons à son principal joyau au PSG.
And, his main job is to eliminate players, but also he's gotten really good at being able to find that assist and that final pass, and obviously assists Mbappe, who's one of the main guy on the team at PSG.
That's
That's impressive.
that's crazy. Also, this is a question from Sydney. Obviously you played in the World Cup, 2006. What was it like getting that call into the team? Like, what was that feeling?
Well, my feeling, je vais traduire, je suis fatigué.
Okay, on a 5 minutes. On a 5 minutes. He says English. His English is exhausted. Vas-y, traduis.
Non, je dis, en 2006, oui, c'était. Je dis, je fais partie d'une équipe.
In 2006, he was part of a team, of course. Yeah.
Même si pour les gens, bah, il y avait Zidane, il y avait Henry.
Even though for everybody else, they were the big names, a great name, and really good players.
Ça faisait déjà un petit moment que j'étais en équipe de France, depuis 2002 déjà. Quoi.
He was part of the team, so he was part of the group. He was one of them.
Et après, une fois que tu joues avec ces joueurs, bah, ça devient des coéquipiers, tout simplement.
So once you play with them, they're like teammates.
Ils sont peut-être meilleurs que toi, plus connus que toi, mais le plus important, c'est que on fait tous des choses pour faire gagner l'équipe.
They might be more famous, they might be better in the eyes of some other people, but the most important thing is everybody has their job, and you're part of a team that's trying to achieve something, so you do your part too. So to some extent, your piece, even if it's 10% or small percent, is just as important because it adds to helping the team win.
Après, si je les regarde comme si j'étais fan, on peut pas jouer avec, je peux pas jouer avec eux, on peut pas, c'est pas possible.
If he's looking at them like as a fan and not a teammate, he's not going to be able to play with them because then it puts him in a different mindset and different mood. Yep.
But at any point, were you like nervous? Like,
No, never nervous.
never nervous. That's good. That's good.
Because I'm football player like them.
Right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So the kids from NPC, they put, I did a Q&A. They posted a question. Somebody asked, for you, Sidney, and for the coaches, what advice do you have for somebody? How should they prepare before a game? Like how to approach preparation. Comment est-ce que tu dois approcher une préparation pour un match? Des conseils, des petites choses qu'il doit faire pour te mettre dans une bonne mentalité avant un match.
Le match ne se prépare pas un quart d'heure, 20 minutes avant.
Voilà.
Le match, il se prépare la semaine. Chaque entraînement doit ressembler au match avec l'attention que tu dois lui donner, avec les émotions que tu dois faire. Et tu ne dois pas être surpris dans le match.
So my question was basically, somebody asked, how do you prepare for a game? And coach was basically saying you don't prepare 30 minutes before, an hour before, the day before. Basically, preparation starts the day after the previous game. So the week before is when all the preparation happens.
Mieux tu es préparé, c'est-à-dire dans la semaine, les semaines avant, pendant ton entraînement, moins il y a de comment on dit
Du stress.
Non, il n'y a pas de stress en fait, parce que ce que tu vas faire à l'entraînement, tu vas le refaire.
Tu l'anticipes.
Donc il y a pas de hasard. C'est-à-dire que tout ce que tu as fait à l'entraînement, c'était bien préparé. Le jour où arrive le match,
Pas de
tu vas
surprise.
répéter en fait. Le match, c'est limite une répétition de tous tes entraînements.
So basically, he's saying that
C'est la finalité.
the better you're prepared during the week, the easier the game day gets, right? And so then you go into the game, you're not nervous because everything you did at practice and how well and how hard you did it you know you're confident that you can repeat it in the game because it's all about repetition. So if you get your repetition during practice, then the game gets relatively easy.
Après, il y a l'adversaire. Donc forcément, l'adversaire aussi, il peut être bon. Mais tu peux pas avoir... Moi, je considère que tu peux pas être dans le stress si tu es sûr de ta préparation. Ces gens qui stressent généralement... Après, il y a d'autres... Mentalement, il y en a qui sont un peu plus faits. Mais quand tu es bien préparé, toi, il peut rien t'arriver si ce n'est de trouver quelqu'un qui est meilleur que toi. Et ça, c'est la vie.
So basically saying, then after that, there's no opposition. But, if you're well prepared and you're confident in yourself, anything is possible and you're capable of doing anything out there. So it just all comes down to your preparation. And then, not everything applies the same to everybody, but yeah. Coach Joel?
It's my life, so to be confident. So I was a player in a small country, a small village. And after I came in the Academy of OL when I was 14, I was very lucky to play my first game because there was a lot of injuries in the team, the professional team. I was lucky to play my first game when I was 15 and 10 months. It's only for the story. Wow. But it was young. And at this time, I had no questions. I was in my world with my team, and I played against my first game in Saint-Etienne, the derby. So no question, the second game in Paris. So I was so happy de tutoyer le haut niveau.
To be at the highest level, he was really happy to be up there with, being in the presence of...
But after 3 years, I signed my contract when I was 17. I was always in advance in national team, but believe me, it's better to go in this team, national team, than mine. In U17, U18, I won the European Championship, but after finished, because of what? Because I was not confident in myself. I had questions. Oh, does the coach think I'm good? Oh, tomorrow I have a game, important game. I had pressure. And at this time, it was not good. And when you lose your level, after it's very hard to come back in the high level. So, and I had my qualities, I was not the best. So I'm very happy about my career, but it's easy for me to explain it to the young players and to talk with the coaches about to be confident or not confident. You're in your world, and if you are confident, you have your talent and you work, and after no questions, you can go to the high level and.
Basically, what Coach is trying to say, any young kids out there, just be confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. You can make it. You can do anything you want if you're confident in yourself.
If you work.
If you work hard.
It works. Don't forget it.
And
I have one more question, and then obviously we probably have to wrap it up. La question qui vient beaucoup, que les jeunes ont demandé, c'est quoi je sais pas le mot en anglais, le skill le plus important? C'est bien vrai que devenir un footballeur, c'est global. Mais c'est quoi la base, le skill le plus important pour arriver au niveau? Ou pour être dans la phase d'arriver au niveau? So basically the kids are asking, what skills do you need to become professional? Like, what's the most important?
I think sports is not mathematics. You can say you have to be there at this time, do that. No, sometimes in your life, it's like life.
Yeah. Right.
In life, you want to become, I don't know, medicine, I think you have to work. Sometimes you're bad, sometimes you're good. It's life, and sometimes you can do it, and sometimes it's not possible. So the more important for me, it's to do what you have to do, and not to regret.
Never
regret.
Never regret.
Yeah.
After even you don't become a professional. Right. You can do a lot of things in football. Right. It's good too.
There's a job.
Yes, a lot of jobs. Not only professional. Of course, professional is the best.
Right.
For a lot of people, it's the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's not really the best. If some guys they want to become professional, they cannot because they don't have the level. It's life. Yep. It's not. You can do another thing, or in football, or in another life. Tell them ta phrase là, tu dis souvent.
Smile to the life to play your best football?
Non, quand tu dis
Forme des bons hommes.
Des hommes.
Before to be a
He has
good player, you have to do to be a good
man.
boy, a good person. It's
So
the
in
more
order to be a
important.
good player, you have to be a good person. Right.
First.
That'll take you longer in life, on and off the field.
That's good. That's very, very
And
good.
that's
I
why
like that.
it's very important what they said, because I'm here since 20 years, and that's always what I say to the NPC players or the players who has a little talent. It's very important to go to your high level. What Sidney said. It's not, if you don't go to the high level in football, it's not very important. Not to regret and to go to your own high level. I have two stories. One, Nabil Fekir. We had him and Cyril. We had him when he was 12 and 13, and at 13, we decided to stop with him. But we stayed in contact with his parents and said, if you go to a partner club, you can come back after. He was tough. And when he was 18, he came back, played against Lyon, and scored 2 goals against us in a cup, and he could come back, and after a great career. So it's a good example of mental that if you want something, you can if you work hard, you can go to your high level. And the second one, Cyril can explain you for Alexandre Lacazette, his story. At the beginning, he was not the best player of his generation. In 91, we had 7 pro in the U15 team. 7 were becoming pro later. But Alexandre, sorry, Cyril.
Ouais, quand il avait 12 ans,
When he was 12.
c'était
I
un,
have more questions coming.
c'était un joueur qui était souvent remplaçant,
He was typically coming off the bench,
parce qu'il n'avait pas le volume pour s'exprimer tout un match.
and he didn't have that stamina to be able to perform the entire game.
Mais le peu qu'il faisait, il le faisait bien et il marquait souvent.
But the bit that he could do when he came on, he made a difference. He scored goals.
Et un jour, il me dit, ben voilà, je suis remplaçant, mais je marque, et à un moment donné, je dois franchir le step.
And he told him, every time I come on, I score goals. At some point, I got to start.
Je dis, ok, je le mets titulaire.
So he told him, all right, we're going to get you to start.
Et l'histoire, c'est qu'il marque pas de but.
And the story was that he didn't score goals.
Donc, pas besoin de grands discours, en fait. Il faut lui prouver que ce qu'on fait avec lui, c'est quelque chose qui va se faire à long terme.
So basically, not to give a big speech, but basically that they had a plan for him and that there was a pathway and steps that they were going to take him through and try not to rush to, because there was a bigger goal down the line.
Et comme disait Sidney, avec le travail, il a pu gagner ce qui lui manquait et devenir le joueur qu'il est maintenant.
And with everything he put in, he was able to achieve, make it through levels, achieve what he needed to achieve, and become the player that he is today. You got one more? You got one more for them?
One more.
I
have a question. Like for all the coaches, Sidney, you coach too as well. So, what is? I just lost the thread. And then I thought, you gonna go first.
Hold on, I got a question. Hold on.
Okay.
So you guys obviously have coached overseas, but comparatively to here in the U.S. and you've seen the level of the kids here in the academies here in France, what would you say is the major difference between the children here and then over in France?
It's a question. I can begin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a question that I have every year since I'm here. So it's a big question because we don't have the same system.
Yes.
First, you go to school, you go to high school, you go to universities, and after you go to MLS.
Yes.
If we speak about the high level in US, and the system in France is different.
Yeah.
Professional clubs, MLS clubs, it's not the same. So the developing path is different.
Right.
We can't compare, but the most important thing that I see, is when you have NPC, for example. That's why I try to stay all the time with them and to keep going with them. They have good players, not the best players in US. They have good players, and after they develop them to become good men, like Cyril said before. And it's very important to put them to their high level.
I was able to.
Vas-y,
Bro,
enchaîne.
Come back.
Yeah. So, what do you enjoy the most about coaching? Like, what is it about coaching that you enjoy the most?
Better is answer.
Good job. You can
Qu'est-ce
start.
qui,
Qu'est-ce qui est
qu'est-ce
le plus
que,
agréable dans le coaching
qu'est-ce que tu aimes le plus? Ouais.
La relation que tu as avec l'autre.
The relationship that you have with others.
Me the same.
The same.
I'm saying, yeah.
I'm not coach.
But the relation with,
Yeah.
relation with parents, with his family. Because Cyril can tell you everything about all the families. Karim, but after Samuel, Umtiti, Fekir, we know all of them. Because if you want to develop a player, Cyril, you can tell me.
You have to
better
know
than me.
the system
environment.
all over the boy.
The environment of a player.
Yeah, you also become the family. Right? Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably agree. Me, I think it's the relationship, like you said, with the kids, knowing that you can add, like Sidney said earlier, become somebody tomorrow, because football is not always going to be it.
Yes.
And you have to become something, whether you play professionally or you don't. If you play pro after your career ends, you have to do something with yourself. So knowing that you help somebody become a good person and have the ambition to not only become a professional footballer, to do things after life, after football. And I say the relationships, getting to know new people, getting to share new cultures, and learning. I think the biggest thing is not only learning football itself, but learning how to work with other people and being open-minded, avoir l'esprit ouvert. So I think that would be the best thing for me. Close this out. Nah, I think that's all we had.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You know, it's a pleasure, you know, for you guys, you know, and for me too, for have you guys all here, you know, in the same room, which is it's mind blowing to me. You know, I'm sitting here with legends, you know, and you know, also shout out to NPC again, you know, for making this happen, and you know, like, subscribe, and just let us know what you think in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, goodbye.
Thank you.